You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, YNR fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers for Young and the Restless next week from Monday, November 27th, all the way through Friday, December 1st. And if you haven't already, please reach down and click subscribe so you don't miss any of our YNR updates. Of course, on Thanksgiving, we got a rerun from 1993, which is pretty important. That's when we got reminded about who Eve Howard is, which is very important because her son Cole Howard just showed up last week, and he's going to be front and center with this crazy Claire and her Aunt Jordan storyline with their grudge against the Newmans. There is so much to talk about. I've got dated spoilers for every day of next week, and then I have a slice of undated spoilers that are very juicy, and I'm not real sure what day of the week they're going to be on, but I have a good idea. So let's dig in. Monday, November 27th. Turkey Hangover is season 51, episode 38. We've got Jordan and Claire Grace finally revealing while they are doing all of this. And we've got Victor demanding to know where Nikki Newman is. And Nikki gets a harsh reminder about the misdeeds of her past. So just real quick, a couple of these scenes on Monday tie into the weekly promo, which you might have seen at the end of the rerun, if it shows in your area. I know if you watch on Paramount, you don't always get it, and in some areas they don't show it. But what's happening is Victor tells Jordan that he's tired of playing games, and then she reveals that she poisoned their water bottles, and they're all going to be having heart attacks and dropping dead soon. Scary stuff. Of course, we know they're not going to kill off all the Newmans in one fell swoop, although that would certainly be a shocker, right? And then we have Nikki asking Jordan why she's done this to herself, and Jordan tells her, Nikki Newman, you did this to yourself. So this is definitely, like we've been talking about for a while, a blast from Nikki's past, and it's weird that Cole Howard is part of it. He doesn't seem to be plotting with them. He seems to be somebody who's also being drawn into it against his will. And if you don't remember, Nikki had a fling with Cole back in the day before he decided he wanted her daughter Victoria. So it's very, very messy, and it definitely looks like Claire and Jordan are tied to the Howards somewhere. Tuesday, November 28th is season 51, episode 39. We've got Nikki fighting for her life against awful Aunt Jordan. So there's a chance the scene that I just described with the promo happens on Tuesday, but Nikki has been shoved off the wagon, and by giving her IV alcohol, they basically made her an instant addict again. When you are a recovering alcoholic, you're basically still an addict, but you're just controlling it. That's the way they talk about it. My dad was an alcoholic, so I know all the stuff in the 12 steps. But so things are looking really dire for her. And that same day, the official spoilers say that Victor is leading the family, which is Nick and Victoria and him, as they prepare for battle against their enemies, which clearly are Claire and Jordan. There's no word yet when we'll see Cole again, but obviously he showed up at the house, so maybe they've stuck him in a closet or something. We'll see. Wednesday, November 29th is season 51, episode 40. And the spoilers for that day say Jordan and Claire will not back down, and Victor goes all out to defend his wife. So maybe they're going to reveal what the grudge is, and they're trying to talk them out of this grand revenge plan. I'm really enjoying this storyline. I hope when it all comes out that it's not something, anticlimactic or lame. I really hope that it's high drama. Thursday, November 30th is episode 41 of the current season. And Diane, back in Genoa City, is meddling in Kyle Abbott's romantic life. Of course, that's him and Audra, because he seems to be back on with her, at least to some extent, and Diane doesn't like it. She has said a lot of snarky things about Audra, and Kyle doesn't like when his mom does that, but she's not going to stop. And Abby asks her mom, Ashley Abbott, about her feelings for Tucker. She wants to know if Ashley still loves Tucker. I mean, Tucker is still crazy about her, but he's kind of crazy in general, so we'll see how that goes. And Jack Abbott tries to rein in Billy Abbott. Billy is very worried about this Tucker threat, and he's very worried about Ashley having conversations with Tucker again. He has already said that he wasn't sure if they could trust her. Then we're on Friday, December 1st, which is season 51, episode 42. Audra is unsure where Kyle's loyalties lie. So, originally he agreed to work with her and Tucker to take over Jabot, and they promised him that he would be running the family business, which he deserves, because he was very upset to be handed what he saw was a mediocre job as COO. He wanted Billy's job, and then he came around and decided he wanted to be loyal to the Abbotts, and then Diane asked him to be a double agent, and then he runs back over there. And Tucker already predicted that Audra was going to be that Kyle was going to be spying for them. That's what he told Audra, and it seems to be coming true. So Audra is really questioning where exactly Kyle has his loyalties placed and who he'll be true to in the end. The same day, Chance is about to make a really big decision, and Sharon Newman has some good advice for him. Meanwhile, Ashley is playing peacemaker, and I think that might be between Devon and Tucker, because she promised Tucker that she would try and reconcile him with his son. Now let's talk about the undated spoilers. We have Aunt Jordan sharing a revelation about exactly why they're targeting Nikki, and we're going to hear Claire and Jordan talking about their wicked plans for the Newmans, and they do confirm they're targeting not just Nikki, but her husband and her 2 kids. And we also have Nate Hastings getting his job back at Chancellor Winters, which to me seems crazy. I mean, he was spying and betraying his family to the Newmans, and then he's been in bed with Victoria this whole time. Granted, he's on a little break from her, but they haven't broken up, so I just don't understand how Lily and Devon can trust him again, and why Mamie is pushing this so hard, and it seems like a bad decision, but I guess we'll see. I just don't think he's trustworthy. He's hot, but he's not trustworthy. And we have Sharon Newman possibly feeling some jealousy about Summer's attraction to Chance. Allison Lanier, who plays Summer, did an interview recently, and she said that Chance being shot really made her reckon with her feelings for him. She definitely saw him as a friend, somebody that she could open up to and talk easily to, but now she's thinking, maybe I really do have strong feelings for him. We saw some hints of that at Diane and Jack's vow renewal, which you could really see, because Kyle was talking to her and she just wasn't even paying a lot of attention to him. She was kind of answering him, but her eyes were all on Chance. And Summer was standing there then later talking to Chance, and Sharon walked up on them and she immediately physically latched onto him, kind of like staking her ground, marking her territory and all that. So I'm very interested. Let me know in the comments below what you're excited to see. I still am wondering if Claire is Cole and Victoria's daughter. I think she might be. The age is right. The fact that Cole is part of this story. I still don't think that Jordan is actually Eve, because if she is actually Eve, then head writer Josh Griffith is doing a major rewrite of history, because she was dead as a doornail back in the day, and they dug her up and ran a paternity test on the DNA from the corpse. They used her DNA and Victor's DNA to make sure that to see if Cole was their child, and it turns out he was Eve's child, but not Victor's child. And just that whole thing means that she should not be Eve, and Colleen Zink did an interview saying it's a new character. So I really hope that they aren't doing a major rewrite of history. Maybe they think people have forgotten it, but we haven't. We know the soaps, right? All right. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe, and be sure and come back for more on Y&R, including 2-week spoilers, casting news, and everything you need to know for next week. Thanks for tuning in. We're here talking soaps 7 days a week. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.